Okay, this is a video on the cloth industry, basically. Starting with seeds and going right the way through to clothes which have been dyed, hopefully. So, first thing, underground cloth requires pigtail seeds, which is what I've got here. Pigtail seeds in a bag, in a barrel, in a stockpile, which I've set up over here. You know, if you're doing this, the stockpile is not strictly necessary, but remember to make sure that no other food stockpiles accept the same type of seeds, or they will end up there instead. And then we want 2 farm plots, which again, set up in advance over here. Use Q to look at them. Pigtails can't be grown all year round, but it's summer right now and they can, so we're going to grow them in summer, autumn, and we can't in winter or spring. And at the same time, we're going to start growing dimple cups, because that's for making dye, which will increase the value of our cloth. That'll do for now. They're set up for summer and autumn. Remember, you need a grower with the growing or farming fields labor enabled. If you don't remember, P for preferences, L for labor, and then go down to farming and set farming fields. Now he'll, very slowly plant these. So while he does that, we're going to prepare some other things. We're going to need several workshops. I don't remember all of them. Yeah, that's problematic.
Be alright?
Yeah, gonna be fine. Okay, getting a farmer's workshop first. That's B for buildings, W for workshops, W for farmer. I don't know. And then we need a loom. And we also need a quern. Or kern. I don't know. But most importantly, that's a building similar to a door or a bed, so to actually do it we need to make a quern. Spinny rock in a mason's workshop first. So we're going to get one of those made. And we're going to dig more room, because I haven't actually made enough room for all the workshops we need here, apparently. These won't be constructed yet because I haven't enabled the labours on anybody, but we'll get to that in a minute. Farmer's workshop, loom, clothier's shop, and the final one, I believe, is a dyer's shop. But we need things that I forgot about for that. We need a bucket and a barrel. So let's get the carpenter on that. Make a barrel, and I'll make a bucket. And our kern has been made. I'm not going to attempt to correct myself this time. So we'll place that too. Meanwhile, our incredibly slow grower has gone to do other things, because he's too important for this, I guess. Now I'm going to pick somebody kind of useless, which for now is the mayor, and he's going to be my cloth worker. So, he can dye, he can mill, he can process plants, he can spin. I think that's all of the farming ones we need. Is there anything else? Clothes making. There we go, I think that's everything. Not entirely sure though, so now I'm going to second guess myself and try and check again. said weaving, but I don't see any weaving. So, I found weaving. It was right next to clothes making. I'm good like that. And we've got the stuff. We don't have the stuff. Apparently, people are co-opting the barrels as soon as they're made.
I'm not sure I'm okay with the fact that that's what you call stealing.
Well, they're not really taking them, they're putting them into stockpiles that don't have enough barrels, essentially. But, you know, it's possible to tell them not to add any more barrels to a specific stockpile. But in this case, I'd rather...
Do they get sad if they're not allowed to move barrels?
No, I think they're okay with it.
I wouldn't be okay with it. I'd kick off.
Okay, so something I had forgotten, but which is cool, I guess. Whenever you have any thread, the loom will automatically create a weave thread into cloth task, which he's run off to do automatically. Most of the time that's okay. I believe it's possible to prevent it. Yes, it is. O for orders, then Shift W for workshop, and then I forgot to mute something. And then you can press L to not auto-loom alt thread, which we're gonna do. And we're back. Okay, so we shouldn't be automatically weaving all of our thread now. Once he's done with that one, he should stop. Yeah, he stopped. That's good. And he's also built the clothier's shop. Do we have what we need for a dyer's workshop yet? Yes, we do. Awesome. Now I'm gonna set up a stockpile here. Cloth stockpile, specifically. It accepts both thread and cloth, but we're also going to add to that. Go into food. And we're also going to accept, well, all dyes, actually, but we're only going to be using Dimple there. I'm not going to cover getting the others, but essentially they're above ground crops. Nothing too complicated. Ordinarily you wouldn't want one dwarf to be doing everything in cloth making, so that, you know, you can, well, make more than one thing at a time extremely slowly. But, yeah. I'm not waiting around for migrants to arrive, although they will probably be here relatively soon. Well, while we wait for the farmer to actually get around to growing any cloth, I'm gonna look at the other things we need to do. Once you've actually got a pigtail that's grown, you'll want to go to the farmer's workshop and spin thread. Not going to be able to do that, but you would get back the seeds and you would get a thread, like these, pigtail fibre threads. And then from there, you'll want the loom, where you'll weave cloth from plant thread, that's W. And then from there, we're on to dyeing, which is going to require waiting until we have some dimple cups. So I'm going to cut the recording until we have some of those. Okay, we're still waiting for plants to grow, but this seems like a good time to mention something. Because I'd forgotten before, and yeah, I'm bad. Okay, in a stockpile that doesn't store food, instead of using barrels, like this one, I want to use bins. Bins there. bins are made of wood. They're made from the carpenter's workshop, and, well, they make storing things in large numbers viable when it's not food. So I'm going to make a few of those. And then hopefully they'll be taken there and everything will be great. And also the dimple cups will finish growing, but, you know, that's a long shot.
Do they not have a time at which they specifically finish growing?
They probably do. I just doubt it's been that length of time. I wasn't really keeping track, to be honest. There we go. Farmer's just taking the bin up to the stockpile and collected up all of the crap there. Now it's all in one tile. Exactly the same as a barrel. Very convenient. Migrants have arrived. I guess this is a reasonable enough time to cover them, but this has just become a two-part video, I guess. Or a video with two important things to learn about, anyway. You'll get migrants coming to your fortress, they're new dwarves. How many you get depends on the wealth of your fortress and the danger level, generally. If a lot of people die frequently, you end up with, well, people not wanting to come to your fortress. Simple as that. They'll appear on the edge of the map. The time varies. The first set is usually in midsummer, as you can see. And they'll run to your meeting hall, if you have one.
And then what, just chill?
Well, they'll hang out for a short amount of time, and then they'll just become regular dwarves. Just, you have to...
Oh, okay, so
feed them and
anyone that
everything.
goes there is automatically, after a short delay, just your dwarf?
No, not anyone, just specifically migrants. It's just that they are not...
So you can only have dwarves living at your fortress, you can't have humans?
Without modding, yeah. Also, should definitely have brought my stuff inside sooner, because a monkey just ran off with my silver warhammer. Whatever, that'll be dealt with in a later video, I guess. But,
A monkey?
Yeah, monkeys. Specifically a grey langur. Langur, I don't know. The point is that, fuck monkeys.
I think monkeys are okay.
I disagree. Okay. Oh, hold on. Awesome, the dimple... No, wait, that's a pigtail. The dimple cups are not done growing. Never mind.
Get there eventually.
Yeah. Well, we'll be back when the dimple cups are ready. Good news, the dimple cups are starting to finish growing. So once that one's harvested, we'll go through the process of, well, turning them into dye and using the dye. I'm not going to deal with these new dwarves right now. Maybe there'll be a video on dealing with migrants in the future, but for now they'll just be slave labour for the other videos. Okay, well, one has been harvested, that's good enough. Going to the quern, that thing. Choose mill plants. And hopefully we have somebody with the right labour to use it. Apparently we have no millable unrotten plants. I'm pretty sure that's not true, but maybe I'm just wrong. Try that a second time, and if they still don't think that it's a thing, then I guess I'm not wrong. Okay, so I should mention that, I guess. When they mill plants, they also need a bag, and it uses the mill labour. That's basically it. Same as the way that a brewery needs a barrel, the mill, well, quern, needs a bag. Simple. Okay, so we've got a dimple dye bag. It's a bag of dimple dye. It's great, that's what we want. And also the seeds. You get the seeds back by milling, so we can redo them. Now, we've got our completed cloth, and we've got dye, so we dye cloth, although you can dye thread, apparently. I had forgotten. But, for now, let's not. We're just going to... Well, when somebody shows up to do it, we're going to dye this cloth. Somebody has the dyer. Dyer? Somebody has the appropriate labour, which may be dyeing. Now that I've said that without checking, I'm going to actually check. Nope, dyeing. There it is. He's just a bit of a dick, I guess.
Wait, he's not doing it?
Yeah, he's just sat in his room, not dying.
Basically what we're doing.
Yeah, that is exactly what we're doing. Okay, now he's dying. He grabs the cloth, he
Grabs the cloth.
grabs the dye, which is apparently stored in my food stockpile still.
Delish.
Yeah, tasty, tasty food. He's not actually in any way skilled at doing this, so it's going to take him a few moments. There we go. Now we have, hopefully, something that's dyed. There. Pigtail fibre cloth. The thread is midnight blue with dimple dye. Now, potentially the cloth could have a modifier, and so could the dyeing job, because, well, we'd have better people doing it. But since he's not very good, it's not great. It still increases the value pretty significantly, though. And, now I'm gonna just say make some trousers. And... nope. He wants to use the other cloth. Let's cancel that. And I believe we need to go to orders. And then change, in workshop orders, use any cloth to use dyed cloth. And then we'll set the job again. Let's make some trousers. And now, of course, he's going to go have a sit down in his room again before he decides to do his job. Okay, here we go. This is a pigtail fibre trousers. It is made from pigtail fibre cloth. The thread is midnight blue with dimple dye. That, from start to finish, is the cloth industry, essentially. There are a lot of more important things that you'll need to make, like bags, but I believe as of a patch or two ago, dwarves will get upset if they're naked, so you might want to make them clothes. Or you might want to deal with it by giving them really nice dining rooms.
Do they spawn naked?
No, they have their own clothes originally, but their clothes will degrade over time. And, you know, if you had a good cloth industry with plenty of horrendous micromanagement, you could keep them continually clothed. Or,
will they clothe themselves?
I think once you've got the clothes, they can clothe themselves, yeah.
Right.
Which may be unfortunate if you were planning on doing something useful with the clothes, like selling them. But, you know, it's a thing to do, and the bags are important. And I think that's all you really need to know for making cloth, so that's it for now.